Well, hello, good morning everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I've got an interesting video for you. Today, we're going to talk about this Toyota RAV4. Now, I rented this vehicle. I took about a week off and I went to California, Nevada. I put about 2,500 miles on this vehicle. And in this video today, I'm going to give you some brief information about this vehicle. This is the XLE model. And my experience with it was good. This is a good vehicle. Now, of course, this isn't going to be a full-blown detailed review of this vehicle. There's plenty of them out there for you to find. This is just going to be my experience with it. But let's take a look quickly underneath the hood. Right here you have the washer fluid fill. You've got the antifreeze fill. There's the dipstick, oil fill. This is a 4-cylinder engine. Here's the battery. Very easy to access. And there's quite a bit of room underneath the hood. So very nice vehicle. Fuse boxes right here. And brake fluid right there. Those are the basics of what's under the hood here. It takes SAE 0W16 oil, which is kind of weird. I'm not familiar with that very much. But that's a look under the hood. Again, here's a look at the front of the vehicle. The rims. I mean, it's just a nice vehicle. Inside, of course, it's a mess right now because I've been driving it for the last 2,600 miles. And of course, in the back, the seats fold down. I have some bedding that I'm able to lay down in, and that's it. Pretty cool. Open the back door. One thing that I liked about this vehicle is this is locked, so people can't swipe your gas. Again, this is the RAV4 XLE edition. There's the backup camera right there. I always rub it with my thumb on my truck so that it's clean. But you got a lot of room in the back of this vehicle. Now, as you can see in these shots right here, this is a very aerodynamic vehicle. Even though it's only a 4-cylinder, I did not have any problems whatsoever making highway speeds. Not at all. This is a good car. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can pick these up for around $26,000, brand new. This is a 2022 model. So as you can see, we have a single USB port here. This is good for powering your phone. And then if we back up and look inside of the console, we have 2 additional USBs. They charge at 2.1 amp. This is good for me because I can charge my action cameras when I'm on a trip like this. When we come up here and look at the steering wheel, you can see that we have all the cruise control stuff right here. So we're turning on and off the cruise, we're setting our cruise, we're accelerating our cruise, and then we can cancel it all here. This is the distance management of the radar cruise control. So this gives us 3 different options, 1, 2, or 3, and that is the distance that we will be behind the vehicle in front of us. This is the lane departure alert button. This is the mode for the radio, and then this can scroll through either songs or through radio stations. Over here, we have this keypad, up, down, left, right, and then OK is like pushing enter. And that's for going through all the settings on this screen. We have the back button, we have the phone button, we have the audio button. So this is gonna accept voice commands. So you can push this and you can say, for example, call Johnny. and it'll call Johnny as long as the Bluetooth on your phone is connected to the vehicle. And then right here we have plus and minus. That's the volume buttons for the radio. This is what the horn sounds like. It's kind of funny. Not a lot of horn there, but that's a brief rundown of this vehicle inside. It has the radar cruise control, which is awesome. Now my 2018 Toyota Tacoma has that feature also, but it's a little different on this one. This model is 2022. So on this car versus my truck, on my truck, when you put your cruise control, let's say for example you put your cruise to 75, and say somebody gets in front of you and they slow down to 40, the truck will automatically slow down to 40, and then as they accelerate, it'll bring me back up to 75, because that's what I have my cruise set at. And if they go faster than 75, it'll just stop with me at 75, because that's what I had it set at. This one does the exact same thing. However, if that vehicle, if I'm in my truck, for example, and that vehicle in front of me slows down and they get below, I think it's 32 miles an hour, my truck will beep at me, and it's basically giving the control back to me, the driver, at 32 miles an hour. This car is completely different. It does not do that. So those cars in front of me can go down all the way to a stop, and this car will come to a stop. Fantastic on its own. Another thing that's really cool is when I'm stopped, the motor will turn off, and as soon as the car in front of me leaves, the motor will start back on. And depending on the time frame of how long I was stopped, if they were only stopped for like a second, like a stop and go kind of thing, this vehicle will come to a stop, and then when they go, it'll go too. If they're stopped, like say for example at a stoplight, and we're going to be there 30 seconds or something like that, I don't know what the time frame is, but when we're stopped for a period of time and they take off, the motor will come back on, but I have to push the gas. Now all I have to do is push the gas and get the vehicle going, and then the cruise will kick right back on and it'll follow them. It is absolutely fantastic. And as you could see, the back of the vehicle, there's plenty of room. I was able to do this whole trip, slept a couple nights in the back, no problem. The fuel efficiency on this thing is good. It's a 4-cylinder, and I think the gas tank is 15 gallons. The air conditioning is ice cold. I mean, it's just a wonderful, wonderful vehicle. It does have a screen here that will show your map. So you can go to the home screen, you can call, like I can call my mom if I wanted to. Gives you all your fuel efficiency stuff. You can go to the menu screen. You can do an audio screen, so if you want to listen to FM radio or listen to your phone, you can do that. And then you can also choose the map. You can do Amazon Prime Music right there. There's some of the music that I've been listening to. It will allow me to use the maps on that screen. If my phone is not connected, it'll tell me that it won't connect or something like that. This chair, the driver's chair, I can go up, down, forward, back. I can tilt the thing back. I can bring the thing underneath my knees. I can bring this up, and I can also put air pressure behind my lower back. So this vehicle has a ton of cool features. I love this vehicle. It's awesome. I looked online, and the 2022 models just like this are going for about $26,000 MSRP. Another thing that I forgot to mention is if I come to a stop and I push the brake and I come to a stop, the vehicle stops, the motor's still running. If I push the brake a little harder, once I'm stopped, it will kill the engine. And the second that I let that pressure off of the brake pedal, the engine will fire back up, and then I can push the gas and go. Very, very cool features. They save a lot of gas. It's just awesome. When I put the thing in park, it automatically puts the parking brake on, and when I put it in gear, it automatically takes the parking brake off. So right now I've got the cruise control on, and it's got the radar, so I'm basically locked to whatever these guys in front of me are doing. You can set the distance to 3 different levels: 3, 2, or 1. 1 is being the closest. I usually keep it at 3 because I like having some distance between me and the guy in front of me. There was a Toyota something vehicle behind me, basically doing the same thing off of me. And for the last probably 100 miles, that guy's been behind me. And just now, all of a sudden, he decided he wanted to pass me. I guess these guys in front of me ain't going fast enough for him. Not to mention about this vehicle, it also has the Bluetooth, so you can talk on the phone, you know, through the speakers and stuff, and that works good. I've called my mom and pop a few times and talked to them while I'm driving down the road. This is a good vehicle. I'm looking at the odometer of this trip, and as of right now, I've put 1,980 miles on this vehicle. So I think it's a pretty good review that I've done on this vehicle. This vehicle also has a key fob for keyless entry. So as long as you have the key fob in your pocket, you don't have to click lock or unlock like you used to on older vehicles. When you get out of the vehicle, on the door handle, on the driver's side and the passenger side, there's 3 little lines on the little handle that you grab. You just swipe your finger across that and you'll hear boop, and it locks it. When you approach the vehicle, let's say you go to the store, you get out, you swipe your finger, you hear the beep acknowledging that the vehicle's locked. Go in the store. When you come out of the store, all you have to do is approach the vehicle, grab the handle, and the door will unlock. Only the driver's door. And it's also, you don't have to have a key to start the vehicle. You just push this button right here. This vehicle also has 3 different presets of how the vehicle will operate. You've got economy, you've got normal, and you've got sport. So to do that, you just push one of these 3 buttons right here: economy, normal, or sport. And the vehicle responds. I leave mine on economy to get the best mileage. But when I was in Tahoe and I was pulling all them hills and stuff, I had it in sport. The vehicle just ran so much better, had more power, it seemed, in sport. Another cool thing about this car is the backup camera. Very nice. And you also have radar protection on the backup, so when you're in reverse, if there's somebody coming that's going to interfere with your space that you're going to back into, even if you can't see that vehicle, the radar picks it up, it'll beep, it'll make an audible sound to let you know to pay attention to something. Also, on the mirrors, if somebody comes and gets into your blind spot, those little car indicators right there will illuminate yellow. And it'll also give you an audible sound if you're trying to merge over, and if there's somebody in your blind spot, it'll give you a visual by turning yellow, and it'll also give you an audible sound. And the fact that vehicles like this have all of those safety features built into them, that lowers the cost of insurance on these vehicles. Well, folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on this video, taking a look at the 2022 Toyota RAV4. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave comments down below, like this video, share this video, and until next time, have a beautiful day. We'll see you then. Bye for now.